What is up, my people? Oxylair here, and today we are back on the giant build of Pat's old house, I guess you would call it. And today I've got the fancy headphones on. Amazon Prime, check them out if you haven't heard of them already, which I don't know why you wouldn't. But so today I have the mic on here. That might have caused something. I'll check it on editing. Try to turn it down. If it did, I'm sorry. So I got the headphones I got for editing videos, and now I can have a mic that I can talk to you guys with a better quality. Like I said, we are back with Pat's old house, and right now I'm not building the entire thing, but I'm building the bridge and most of the redstone building up to the bridge. And that's the biggest part. Like I said, structure blocks are my main thing. Okay, so let's get right into it and play. Okay, so here I start off in my world and I go in and I import everything. If you remember last time, I exported all the blocks that I made after making them, and now I'm importing all those blocks. And I take this as a reference, and with that reference I go and I count the blocks. In a second, I think it might be next episode actually. I might have said this episode last episode, but I really think it's going to be next episode. Oh, sorry guys. When I take out Pat's actual house as a build. So right now I'm just going through the videos. Right here you can see I'm building the bricks. Just building it up because I end up screwing up a little bit. And you can see also right here, you can't see where I'm pointing, but right in here, there's little squares. I didn't notice those at first, so I had to go in and refill them. And right here, I love the nudge tool. So the nudge tool on MC Edit is a tool where you can nudge what you're building. So first you can use it when you import or paste something. You use the nudge and you do it like that. And then when you're selecting something, you can use the blue, the yellow, and the white nudge in the center bottom of the screen where the whole hotbar is. You can use that to extend your selection bar, which I also use a lot. And then after you've pasted something, if you nudge it, it will delete the blocks around it. So here is when I really start to get into the redstone. So I use the redstone and I bring it back, and what I'm doing is I'm using structure blocks. And in these structure blocks, like I said, I'm going to make a completely different video showing that. But what you do is you kind of select blocks and then you build blocks through it. I don't know if you guys watched Minecraft Story Mode or played it yourself, but I did both. And what it does is it technically, when you put it down and either hit load, so go into the actual block and hit load, or give it a redstone signal, then it places the blocks where you want them. Sometimes you can give it a relative location, or you can just, I don't know what to call it. Drawing a blank here. You can just place it yourself, and it will alert. Now here I messed up because I watched the video wrong. That was on my bad. That was on my bad? No, that's not how you say that phrase. Anyway. So what I ended up doing was the first lever I thought was the lever to activate the door, or really that's the second lever, and the first lever is to create the drawbridge. And trial and error, catchphrase, that's really what this is trial and error, trial and error. You need to punch in different numbers, try to figure out where you want your selection blocks to be. Okay? So see how on the gold I'm slowly moving it to the left and to the right, and the middle coordinate is always the Y coordinate, which means up or down. That's usually the easiest to figure out. The X and Z, I always mixed up, so I don't know if it's going one way or the other way, or if X is going negative X is to the left or negative X is to the right. It's just always the whole thing, so I have to mess around with it a little bit. After I figure it out, it's usually pretty simple. Here, I'm just making the lever. Gotta put it today soon, because that's going to drive me crazy. Levers, I had a little bit of problem, but once they were finished, the levers were so much fun. So it actually looked like the lever was being flipped up or down. I really enjoyed making that. So it kind of looks like, hey, when I do this, it levers up. And when I do it, the lever goes down, just like in the actual map. So it kind of looks like you're actually using the giant lever, but when in reality, you're just using a button. I did a button instead of a lever, so it would be more nonchalant, where it kind of, you don't really focus on the extra lever. See here, I have the lever later on. I don't know if it's next episode or this episode where I decide to put a button, but I just do it. And here, see, I'm watching the video still, so I guess it's next episode. Here I'm like, oh, it's water that's there. So right here, I copy and paste so that there's water. And a cool thing about doing flowing water and lava in giant form is getting the actual look of the flow. Because as you can see in the video, if you did see, you probably didn't, but if you've watched the video, see how it's kind of caving in? Well, if you just did a complete 16 by 16 block, or in this case 8 by 8 block of water, it wouldn't look, it would just look completely flat and straight. So what you have to do is you kind of have to concave it in. So do 2, bring it down, do 2, bring it in, do down, do 2, and do that 4 times, and then 4 times again, and then there you go, it looks like flowing water. And then of course when you go back in, you only have to do that for the top, and then when you go back in the regular Minecraft, it'll all flow down and kind of give you that perfect slope that you want. Boo. Boom. Jeez. And now here I'm figuring out, oh no, I screwed up, so time to fix that. And I go in and I do a lot of this off cam, so I'm showing you the basics here, but off cam I'm just repeating it for like the levers. I think I did the levers off cam. I did the repeated side off cam. I did the doors off cam, but you get the general gist of it here. If you guys want, put it in the comments, or I'll put a poll up there. Haha, I got it that time, didn't I? I'll probably edit myself saying if I did or didn't, kind of like last time. But check the poll up over there. That is where you're going to find the poll, right? Yeah, I got it right this time. And the poll's going to say whether I should show you guys the full extended of this, so you guys really get into observing blocks, have a completely different episode on structure blocks. I said observing block earlier, I meant structure block. So one, I just put this full out and narrate the whole thing and tell you guys about structure blocks. I have a completely different episode about structure blocks. Or 3, you just don't care about the structure blocks and just want me to see keep building. Or other things, because I have a couple things in the works right now that I think you guys are really going to enjoy. They're not all Minecraft related, but I had a lot of fun making them. So here is when I'm doing the whole blocks, the gold blocks. So I guess I didn't do that off cam. And what am I? Oh, I'm putting the bridge. So it looks like the bridge is either going up or down. So here I'm watching, I'm like, oh, okay. So as you can see, there's the levers, but I'm going to turn those into buttons later because it actually doesn't affect anything. And I'll show you how later. So here we go. Loading up the world, taking all the stones. I end up just putting it to the side. So here I'm building the actual full entrance, so the full size thing. That was an awful explanation, but whatever. And since I did a small version and not 16 by 16, the levers are going to be off by 1, which, oh, sorry. There's a bunch of smoke in there, so my allergies are kind of bad. But anyway, it just annoys me so much that I can't perfectly center the lever, because it's just off by 1 from being completely centered. And it's like, Austin, why'd you do 8 by 8? But it was so necessary. I'll try harder next time. But here we are. So what you do if you're making a huge build like I do, what you just saw a couple minutes ago, or seconds ago actually, was me copying one side. So if it's perfectly identical, but it's like a huge build, side of it, copy it, reflect the exact thing, but make sure you get it episode of how I did a huge thing and accidentally or half of the side. So I want that illusion in they're always there. Gone. So the sides of it, but when the doors close, you don't even notice because the gold blocks are there. But when you open it, bam, they're there. Magic. Put 8 minutes of night vision on. I don't even have to worry about constantly typing in time, dot, day, dot, time, day. Yeah. No. I don't have that time. Anyway, what you also do is you can use air. So there's a way to not use air. So what you do is you take an editor and you go in and you deselect every air block. But we want air because we want air to replace something there. So we want air to replace the giant gold blocks, right? So here I'm doing the little bit of the lever, and you have to call it something different because if it's lever and lever, it will show the same lever. So I do super lever or super lever extreme or something like that to make it different. Like I said, if you want a whole structure block episode, let me know in the poll above. Okay? And here, I don't think I got it to work in the video, but I think I really got it to work off cam. And another thing that I did that I was really proud of was I used pistons. So it had the sound like, oh, when I press it, oh, it sounds like pistons are opening. So it's like there's giant pistons, but that's not reality. It's just air replacing what was there. It's really crazy when you think about it. Okay, so this is loading up. I'm just putting the gold blocks back. So I need to select it. See, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. I don't think I did the outro as good as I could have last time, but that's my outro. Trial and error. If you don't like that, just tell me down in the comments below. I don't care. I can come up with something different, but I feel like that. Sorry I was up since 6 o'clock this morning. Woo! Tired. I also need something to drink, but here I go, and this is anti-super lever. So that's what I do. I use super, anti, and I just randomly type keys when I come down to it. So see super anti lever or anti, whatever you prefer. I don't care. Okay, that is the end of that video. So here it's just stop and okay. So tell me guys, yes, me guys. So me guys, how did you like the video? Comment below, give the thumbs up, make sure to share it with all your friends. Trying to grow my channel up to the top. I'm trying to beat some people. I don't know who I'm trying to beat. Maybe Goldstein Gaming. I don't know what. I'm after you, bro. You better watch out. Anyways, I hope you really enjoyed the video. Hope this headset and this I forgot to swap. This microphone really helped you guys out in being able to hear me. Also, check out the new haircut. Trying to look snazzy for you guys now. Alright. Let me know how it went. Trial and error, baby.